What's happening, everybody? On YouTube, Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video from with my buddy Joe from Rhode Island. We're both representing the East Coast, and it is freezing out here right now in Connecticut. I don't know if it's any better for you.
No, it's not any better. I think we're at what, 29 degrees right now, so
It's
definitely pretty cold.
But I'll tell you right now, when it's really, really cold outside, it's a good excuse to be inside working on your drop shipping business. Isn't that right?
True, unless you're going snowboarding. So I don't know. We'll see. I might be doing that tonight.
Awesome, man. Well, really glad to have Joe back again. Joe is an 8-figure drop shipper, expert drop shipper, and just has a ton of knowledge. And he's helping us out on this Sale Freaks tutorial. So if you guys are just getting started, this is actually the 3rd video in the series. The first video we talked about just getting your Sale Freaks account started. And pretty much what Sale Freaks is it's a software that helps you to automate your business in all different aspects. Be sure to go back and watch the first video on setting up your global settings. On our second video that we just recorded, we talked about the Locator. So we talked about how to run a search, how to find products, how to find hot selling products, essentially. And right now we're going to be talking about the listing generator. So essentially we're going to be sharing with you how to get those items that you found actually onto eBay. So this isn't going to be a very long, in-depth video, but really the goal of this is to remove any barriers that you guys and gals have in terms of getting your drop shipping business started with, this software. So, Joe, do you want to give maybe a little better explanation or maybe your own version explanation of what the listing generator is?
Yeah, sure. This one's pretty straightforward. Essentially, listing generator is where we're going to take all our results that we just gathered from the Locator and actually list them to eBay. So we're basically going to export them from the Locator to the listing generator, and pretty much just like one button to click from there, and we should be on our way. We'll go over some of the errors and things that could happen, but pretty straightforward.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And if you guys are just coming to this video and you haven't already taken action, be sure to sign up for Sale Freaks. It is a paid service, but you don't have to go ahead and put in any payment details right now. We've actually worked out a deal with Sale Freaks where you can get 100 free listings for life. It's not just for a month, it's for life. So you can literally sign up for your eBay account for free. You can get started with Sale Freaks for free, and you can start playing around with your global settings, setting them all up, getting everything all connected with eBay, start running some searches, optimizing some listings, and you're going to learn today actually how to get them onto eBay pretty much for free right now. So, Joe, if you want to get your screen share ready, let me know when you're ready to rock and roll, and
get it rolling.
I will bring the screen onto you. But yeah, we're making really good progress. Excited for you guys to get your business started. And just really grateful to have Joe here. So it looks like I see your screen now. I see the dashboard.
Cool. All right, I guess we'll get right into it then. So, all right, right from the dashboard, if you follow the Locator video, we're going to basically start right from the Locator again. And we're just going to jump right into our results from our last video. So I'm going to take one of our searches from our last video right here in the Locator. If you don't remember that, or you didn't watch that yet, you probably want to go back and check out the Locator video. So I'm just going to go ahead and configure my settings the same way I had it in the last video. And we'll just go ahead and drop those results here. So now that I have the results I want, I'm going to go ahead and click this here, and it would select every single listing. As you can see, 48 rows, 48 selected. So literally all we're doing here is clicking this export button. This is going to send it off to the listing generator. So these are just some things possibly populated from like Sales Hunter and Coupon Hunter that you guys might have saw in the global settings video, but ours just arrived here, Coffee Maker 2. That's what I named that one. And it says 48 items of 48 ready. So let's go ahead and click it. If you didn't see how we got there, we basically went to the Listing Wizard tab and went down and clicked Listing Generator. This is where it ends up after you export it from the Locator. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. Once this opens, you're going to see, you're going to wait for the Generate button to actually change color. Now it's solid. All we're doing here is basically clicking which store we want it to go to. In this case, we only have one eBay store linked to Sale Freaks. Which template you're going to use. In most cases, you're going to have a default template that you're just always going to use. That would have been from the global settings video if you need to see what that setting was. But literally all that's really left to do is generate. There's two things you can do. You get two options. You can tag this as something other than what you named it. So if you want to tag this as just coffee, so when you search your items back later, you can find all things related to coffee. And the other thing's limit. If you say, hey, I only want to list 20 items out of the 48, you could do that as well. I personally don't set a limit. I usually pretty much have my limit pretty well defined by the results that I got from the locator. But the tag is completely up to you. That's just for, your own sake. If you want to search back after, it's basically setting a label for all these items. And then literally now all we do is hit generate. We might be able to see some of these populate live. But in the meantime, let's go to one of the finished listing generator SKUs so we can kind of see some results while this one finishes. So let's see if any of these listed anything here. So as discussed in the global settings video, there's an option called Coupon Hunter. We're not going to elaborate on that, but that automatically creates listing generator batches. Probably elaborate on that more later, but the results look the same. So you're going to see failed and listed. If we only have it set to list 3 Coupon Hunter items a day, it's automatically going to fail the rest out. So that doesn't mean anything's wrong. I think when we made that video, I set it as like 3. So it got its 3. I believe
we did.
Yeah, it got its 3 items listed, and that's it. So you could look at those here, and simply shows you if you click this, it would just go right to the eBay item. And then you have your failed section, which is probably just because we only set it to 3. But let's go back and see if we've got any results in the one we just did. So as you can see, in progress, 23 left. We had about 48, there. So it's doing something. Let's see what we got. I don't know if this is set up right. This is a demo account, guys. So if some of these things fail, I can't really help it because I don't know what the limits are on this demo account.
They're all Veros, like 26 Vero.
Okay. All right, so yeah, this is actually probably good for the sake of example. Vero tends to be, in many cases, overprotective, which is a good thing. So I guess, I might have picked a bad example to list, but let's say you determine that coffee maker itself shouldn't be a Vero. I can give you like a quick little tip in this video. Again, we could elaborate later, but I believe it is over here, Vero exceptions. If we were to open that, you could come in here. I mean, again, only do this, guys, if you know it's like a safe word. If it was literally like the word, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Like sometimes you see weird words like because in there. Not that one in particular. The word because would be safe, so you could put it in here as an exception and say allow it. Good. So being that I allow it, that means let's actually let this fail because I can show you how to rerun the batch in case of an error, if something you wanted to correct. You'll find that some categories are just very heavy with Veros. What Veros tend to be are, brand names that may have issues or brand names you may not be allowed to sell. They're not always the case, but in this case, it looks like Coffee Maker was definitely one of them that got us. That alone, good. That alone shouldn't be a problem. So let's say that you did get these errors, and I can list some other stuff for you real quick, just as an example to show you when it does work. And again, this is less of an issue when you have bigger searches, like, I don't know, let's say 10,000 items. You're going to find items that are not Veros that are good. So let's say this ended. What's going to populate? It's going to say done, back to generator. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to run it again. I did make the exception where coffee makers allowed. So unless there's another Vero brand in there, some of these should work. Let's see what happens. So all I did was I hit back to generator and I hit generate again. It's going to upload and go right back through it. I can probably grab you. You want me to grab another item just to show them, for example, something listing?
And I don't know if there's an error because again, we're on a dummy account right now, so I know their PayPal's not set up. I saw a message, so I don't know if that's going to cause things.
That might not work either. So that may be part of the problem. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know.
But the process is pretty straightforward, though.
we might only have like a 5-item limit or something on this too, which is possible. But yeah, so generally speaking, you're going to see all the items that are not Veros, all the items that are in stock that are safe to sell show up here in the listed category. If this account does in fact not have a store subscription, it's like a 5-item store or something, and we already exceeded that limit, everything over 5 items is just going to fail because eBay is going to send that warning error. But yeah. Yeah, and you can also, I forgot to mention this, you could also single-handedly filter out Veros. Like you could say,
oh, wow,
this one's okay, this one's okay, if you click the Vero error. Again, if you're doing larger runs, then chances are you're always going to find something good. This is re-uploading, so hopefully we get some results soon.
But either way, I just kind of wanted to show people how to take those items from the locator and actually get them into the listing generator, which then essentially puts it on eBay. So, I mean,
yeah,
there's going to be Veros, there's going to be failed items. I mean, it's going to happen. It's just part of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks like this is a pretty low limit account. So
we're going to have to talk to Ben, man.
Yeah, see if he can hook me up, give me a better account here, you know. But yeah, I mean,
pretty straightforward. I don't know if there's anything else we really need to cover. Like, this is somewhat of a short video, and I know some of you guys watching are like, wow, this is so small. But it's like, one thing that I've noticed, Joe, is like, when it comes to learning new things, a lot of times people get caught up with like the stupidest little things.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, they don't understand like the listing generator. They don't understand like how to do something on eBay, and it just stops them dead in their tracks. The goal of this is for us to show you that it's really not as complicated as it might seem from the outside.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I mean, basically the way I always look at it is if somebody else can do it, then chances are you can too. So if you do one thing wrong, it's kind of trial and error. I see too many people get caught up on one error and they think it's the end of the world. They want to quit, but you can't really proceed with that attitude. Obviously, there's a right way and a wrong way to do everything, and you're bound to find it if you keep trying. That's for sure.
Is there a max amount of items that you can list through the listing generator?
Yeah. So, well, you're more restricted at the locator. Let me go back to that screen. So it's a percentage of your plan's limit. So we're actually out of quota because this is just a test account. So if we look here, this account has, so I think you can get 1,000 locator searches a day on the free plan. So you guys want to be mindful of that. If you're going to start with the free plan to figure this out with 100 items, you get about like I said, 1,000 locator search results per 24 hours.
That's good to know.
So what that means is that, be selective. If you're on Amazon and you say, okay, I don't know why I'm stuck in like kitchen accessories today, but let's go.
You need some coffee, man. You tired?
Yeah, I'm a little tired. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever it may be, you see 20,000 results. You want to keep feathering that down, because what the locator expenditure would consist of is how many results you try to make it look for. So you want to be super selective. I'd probably literally come down and start hitting all these categories. Be like, all right, we're down to 1,000. I only want 4 stars. We got 401 results. So let's say you want to save less. You say, all right, I'm looking for some cheap blenders, $10 to $30. Looking for some cheap stuff. You get 17 results. That might be a little bit low, but again, this is only going to use 17 of your locator results per 24 hours. So that's one way to kind of make sure that you're able to run multiple searches a day. So maybe you want to run a bunch of small ones. Let's see. Let's check back in on that real quick and see if it uploaded. I know when you resubmit it to re-upload, it takes a little bit longer because it has to rescan everything. So as a last attempt to see if we can see some things list, let's look at this lava lamp test. I don't think I made this one, but let's see if we can get something out of it. I'm literally just going to show all results here, and we're just going to send it back to the listing generator to see if anything can list here. So same process, filter it out however you want, be as selective or not as selective as you want. Select everything once you're satisfied and click export. We're going to export, and it's going to show up in the listing generator. So the listing generator page is going to automatically open for you when you click export, but if you don't know how to get there, as we said, it's just from the listing wizard tab, listing generator. We'll give it one last shot on this demo account, see if we can at least get one thing to go for you guys. So I'm gonna hit generate. And I don't know, let's give it, I guess, let's literally give it like 1 minute. I don't know if you have any other questions or things you think I should clarify in the meantime.
No,
but this
it's pretty
just about summarize it. Yeah, it's very simple.
Just go in, experiment, play with this stuff. Again, if you have your free account, just play around. But like Joe said, you know, you are going to be faced with some limitations in terms of like your searches with the locator and obviously the amount of items you can list and listing limitations on eBay. So I would be conscious of that. And, you know, I would definitely try to find the best products, best reviews, and just not blow through all your listings right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. That's going to be your biggest challenge in the beginning, is just growing your store, improving your listings. It does kind of seem like this demo account's kind of holding us back here, but might not be able to do anything with it just due to, you know.
Yeah, I'll hit up Ben, and for the videos moving forward, you know, we'll take care of that. But I think we pretty much, you know, accomplished the goal of this video, which was really to share with people how to, you know, go about using the locator, getting items to the generator. And it's just a matter of pushing a button and bringing it over into your eBay account. Any more, I guess, closing tips on dealing with like failed items? Because we talked about Vero. You could obviously allow certain words, and you could obviously accept some if you wanted to, but I'd be careful with that, right? Because Vero, like if you list those items, get caught, you get in trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to be overly quick to say, no, that's fine. Like, you don't want to be like, oh, Nike, no big deal. Well, you know,
there's so many other items.
It's not obviously, you know, we don't want to encourage selling any Vero items at all. If you do somehow make a mistake, eBay can usually be a little forgiving if it's an honest mistake and you're not just like, yep, you can, you know, let's list everything. So yeah, you want to be mindful of that. But again, if you see a Vero that pops up that you don't think's a Vero, like it's the word, I don't know, water or something, you might sit back and say, well, water is not really a protected brand or anything like that. So, all right, I'll let water slide. And it's not going to, let's say like, I don't know, Aquafina or a brand or something like that was protected. It's not going to now allow that. It's literally just going to say, okay, we'll allow as far as water, but if there's another brand or another Vero in that title, we'll stop it there. So it may seem like it could be annoying in the beginning, but it's there for your protection.
Got it.
I would recommend not making many exceptions unless they're obvious in the beginning, just to be safe and protect your account. Yeah, I just checked back. It seems like we're pretty much restricted on that account just due to it being. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so to explain, I mean, if you want to
Joe gives us an account and then restricts us.
I didn't make the demo account,
I mean,
guys.
Ben, not you.
yeah. So
no, it's all good.
If you want to show them quick, I mean, just so they, you know, we can actually show them what the error is. I can show why it's not working right now and explain. Could be a quick troubleshooting thing, but I guess it at least would clarify for everybody wondering why this doesn't work right now.
Let's do it.
So we'll go back to the window. Let me know when you can see it. Good.
You are gonna have to put your screen share back on.
My bad. How about now?
There you go. Awesome. Good. Yep.
Yeah. So aside from the fact that we've got some occasional Veros and brands like this, the primary issue we're having here is the email address you entered isn't linked to a PayPal account. So we're not getting any results right now, guys, because we don't have a PayPal link to this, which you would configure in global settings. If you watch that video
4, how to set up a PayPal account. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I think the problem is in global settings. I put my PayPal account to be like 12345 at like gmail.com. But yeah, so in other words, these items right here actually would have listed if we had PayPal configured properly. But again, it's a demo account. We're not really trying to list stuff to this account, but at least you get the idea and, you know,
perfect.
You know the procedure.
Awesome. So that's pretty much it. You know, just get started, guys. Start listing, start learning the software. You know, Sale Freaks has a great community as well that you can interact with and ask questions. So there's really no excuses but to just get it done, right?
Yeah.
You know, like Joe, grab yourself a nice coffee and sit down at the computer and don't be concerned with step 55 and step 58. Like step 1, you get your global settings together. You sign up for eBay. Step 2, start playing with a locator, finding some items, learning about it. Step 3, move things into the listing generator, get things onto eBay. And, moving forward, we're going to be talking about, I'm going to have some more people on the show talking about the listing wizard, more in depth, item management, how to view the items, bulk actions, reviewing orders, sale hunter and coupon hunter. Like we're going to go even more in depth, setting up Amazon accounts. So this is going to get pretty crazy, but just make sure you're taking action. That's all I really want to say. And I want to thank you, Joe, for coming on and helping out for these first few videos. You did a great job. And hopefully one day we can get you to maybe start a YouTube channel. If you do, let us know, man.
I'll get around to it. It's still, it's going to take some practice. Like I was telling you earlier, I'm not usually the guy to be best at explaining things or teaching things, or, I'm usually the guy behind the scenes, just crunching numbers and trying to figure everything out. So this is new for me. Hopefully it was of some value.
Man, it was a lot of value, and it was cool to have you, because we could have easily brought on Ben or one of the people on Sale Freaks to help out. But I really wanted, I told the guys at Sale Freaks, I really want to bring people on for these videos that are actually living the dropship life. Because it's, because I'm not like huge into drop shipping as well. And even a lot of the guys who talk about it, like it's different when you're actually living it and you're actually going through it. And there's certain parts of the software that work better for people who are at different parts of their business and stuff. So it was kind of cool for you to bring the context of your experience into it.
Definitely. I mean, everybody's going to do it their own way. I'm sure, probably is 100 or 1,000 different ways based on Sale Freaks users, how they'd like to do that. And you'll find which way works for you. Sale Freaks has a pretty good community. So, they might throw you in the WhatsApp group or something like that where you can chat with other users, and you have a problem or you're caught up on something, everybody's usually pretty helpful there. So
yeah, there's a good group of guys and gals over there. I'm telling you, really, really good people over there. So
absolutely. Yeah. Everybody's always willing to help. So if you didn't get something here, you get caught up, so long as you do your homework and it's not an easy question to answer, everybody's usually pretty quick to jump in and help you out, but do your homework first, of course.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Joe, thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate you all. We'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you're enjoying this series so far. And we'll see you in video for soon. Thanks again, Joe. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care.
Bye.